Okay, this is for Algebra 1, and it's a quick review about slope. If you're given a graph with a line on it and you're trying to find the slope, you have a couple of possibilities. You could look at it and find your y-intercept, and then find two good points and do rise over run for your slope. Your y-intercept here is -2. B is equal to -2. Your slope, we went up 1 and over 3. So your slope is rise over run, which is 1 over -3. So if you were to do that and find your slope, which I've already done way more than I had to, because who cares about what the y-intercept really is, you have a slope of -1/3, and that's all it's asking for. If you happen to have a horizontal or a vertical line, your slope is going to be a little different, and it is either 0 or undefined. And it depends on where the 0 ends up at in your fraction. 0 on the top, 0 divided by anything is still 0, so your slope is 0. 0 on the bottom, you put it in your calculator and you get an error, divide by 0. You cannot divide by 0. That's where your undefined slope is. So what you want to do is find any 2 points on your line, and if I were to connect those, there is no rise, there is only a run. So it's 0 over something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it looks like. And so your slope is 0 for that one. If they give you 2 points, you can use your equation. Like for this one, you would say 7 minus 3 over 4 minus 1. It's important that you put the y's together and that you put the x's together. It's important that you go in the same order both times, and it's important that the y is on top. 7 minus 3 is 4. Over 4 minus 1 is 3. That is 4/3. Now, if you want to use your calculator to do this, you can. We've talked a little bit about it. It doesn't work exactly like it did on the video I showed you before because my calculator is old school. So if I look at one of y'all's, what you have to do is you have to go to Stat, Edit. So you would push Stat, which is over kind of by the green button, press Enter to get to Edit. You have to make sure that the points in L1 and L2 are your points. So if there's something else out, you might want to clear it. Your X values go in L1. So 1, enter, 4, enter gets my X values. My Y values go to L2, 3, enter, 7, enter. So you need to make sure it looks like your point. So like you have 1, 3 here, you should see 1, 3 as the first numbers for your L1 and L2. So then once you have it in there, you're going to go back to Stat. You're going to go over to Calc, and you're going to choose number 4 for linear regression. Then you're going to go down there and you're going to choose Calculate, which is your bottom choice, and press Enter. And then it gives you y equal ax plus b, a equals something, b equals something. This is your slope and your y-intercept. The a is your slope. A is what we are looking for in the calculator, so 1.33. is your slope. If you took your calculator and said 4 divided by 3, you would get 1.33 repeating. So it is indeed the same thing. I don't care if you're comfortable subtracting and you don't have any sign issues. It's okay to do it that way. If you prefer to use the calculator, that's fine. So if we were to, let's just clear this. Just going to clear this area over here and give us another problem to work with. If we had 0, 5, and 2, 8, you would go Stat, Edit. You would have a 0 and a 2 for your L1s. You would have a 5 and an 8 for your L2s. Back to Stat, over to Calc, choose 4, go down to where it says Calculate, and press Enter. And you would know that your slope is equal to 1.5. Yes, the calculator gives it to you as A, but you should write it M equal because M is the letter that represents slope. I don't know why they use the A on the calculator. All right, so that's just kind of a reminder. You have a worksheet now where you have to look at graphs and figure out what the slope is, and then you also have to look at points. It's fine with me if you use Stat for all of your points. So if you have any questions, just do the best you can, and we will look at it later.